Alright everybody, welcome to tonight's exciting stream of Injustice Dos. And this is where we left off last night. And Supergirl is sad. And Wonder Woman, oops, is going to fight Chitara. So I have not seen any Xbox briefing at E3 stuff, whatever. So I am totally ignorant when it comes to whatever it is. Whatever Forza and Minecraft bullshit they came up with. Don't know anything about the Scorpion or the Xbox X10, whatever the hell stupid name they came up with it. I'm getting my ass kicked by Chitara here, though. God damn it, woman! Give me some breathing room. Wow, that happened fast. Holy shit. See, the problem is, there's a lot of problems. Problem number one is I have no idea how to block. That seems like that hurt. That makes me laugh every time.
You want
bad
blood?
kitty.
Your curse can never be undone. This is the peace you deserve.
You alright, Blondie?
I didn't realize Chitara was cursed. I don't know anything about Chitara.
She's had enough, Wonder Bread.
This isn't your business, clown.
You heard bats. No killing.
You lecture me. How much blood is on your ledger, Quinn?
Oh, buckets full, honey. I was trying too hard to impress the wrong guy. Kinda like you with Superman.
Oh, really? Oh! What the fuck? Oh shit!
Blood. This is gonna hurt. A lot.
Even better.
Die.
What do you think you're doing, Kara?
Stopping you before you make a mistake.
That lunatic deserves to die.
Maybe, but she's defenseless. She's had no trial. You told me Amazons fought with honor.
Okay, this is... The contortions that this game is willing to do in order to get these characters to fight is just ridiculous. What's with that? I hope Superman's ultimate isn't the same, just, you know, gender swapped.
I trusted you, Diana. You're gonna be okay.
Is she?
I'll get you to a doctor. Cal can protect you.
Superman? Oh, Blondie. You're funny.
She's like, I've made a horrible mistake. Why are there cranes at the Fortress of Solitude? I don't see a lot of construction.
I data like you asked. You didn't miss anything. They just didn't have an answer for Brainiac. There has to be something.
That face thing is so stupid.
Brute force won't be enough.
Like, I just...
powers are restored.
I don't understand.
Make sure its defenses are prepared.
I don't understand. And shouldn't Black Adam be Egyptian? He looks like Kamal Nanjiani, who's from Pakistan, which are quite a bit of ways from one another.
Cal, we need to talk.
Give me a minute, both of you. Damien told me what happened. Is Diana all right?
She's fine. But she was gonna kill Harley. I've never seen her so cold-blooded.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
I know.
I mean,
what was she thinking?
Look how ridiculous that thing looks.
Diana chose now to deal with Harley. More unfortunate that you got in the way.
What?
What?
Joker sickened Harley's mind beyond healing. When she relapses, innocent people will die.
Innocent people are dying now. She was helping us.
Don't be naive, Carl.
I do like this version of Supergirl, though.
My only mistake was not dealing with her sooner.
Diana said the Joker was executed. Were you the one who...
I like her outfit. Don't get me wrong. I love the Supergirl on TV with the skirt and the high boots, but
how many?
This outfit's cool, too.
How many? Everywhere I go, people are afraid of this. Now I know why.
It's not how I wanted things, but humans... They've been slaughtering each other for millennia. I stopped that violence. Humans need strong leadership. We have to save them from themselves.
I mean, I've said it before, but the facial animations in this game, they are
Jor-El's?
really, really good.
General Zod's.
Don't let Kara leave the fortress.
Hold on, Kara.
I'm realizing maybe your father locked you up for good reason.
Superman's been more of a father.
Okay, in what universe? I don't care what kind of fucking kryptonite Advil. In what universe can Damien hold a candle to anyone from Krypton? Like... I don't care who the fuck his parents are. Take that, bitch. Take that ass for a ride. Ah! Little laser blast in the face. Sorry, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I have not heard anything. $4.99. That is the price I thought. That $4.99 is way too high. I mean,
Since you found me,
I don't care what it does,
everything you
but
told me,
you know,
lies.
I just think
Cover
that
up your own
$4.99
evil.
for a console is probably too high. If all it does is just show games that look better, I don't get it. But whatever. Again, I don't know though. I don't know anything about it, so it could just do a lot more. So I'm speaking out of my ass right now. But I mean, at this point, if consoles are going to change every couple years to be more powerful, I don't know why you wouldn't just stick with PC gaming, to be perfectly honest. Aside from just some of the inherent tech support issues that come with PC gaming that maybe won't necessarily be there in a console. Oh, I missed. God damn it.
I can knock you down all day.
But I don't, you know, here's the thing. I think for me, as far as like 4K and all that shit, like if you have a monster setup, like I totally understand buying a Pro or, you know, maybe why a Scorpion would be important to you, but like I have a projector that is 5 years old. It can't do 4K. And for me to get a 4K projector, I mean, you're talking $10,000, you know, $9,000. So for me, it's just, and I know I am an extreme outlier, and I'm not trying to say anything other than that, but I just don't care. And my eyes are bad enough to where it really doesn't matter. Oh, God damn it. I should stop talking and just concentrate on beating this guy's ass, because I ain't getting it done. Yeah, I don't like that. I am not a big fan of many of the costumes in this game. I like Supergirl's. I like Harley's. I like Black Canary's. Catwoman's is pretty close to what it normally is, so it's not that big of a deal. But so is Billy Batson dead in the Injustice universe? Because I thought I remember hearing Black Adam say something about, like, shit-talking about Billy. Ow! That's not good. Burning his eyes out. Jesus Christ.
You'll die for your treachery.
Go ahead, underestimate me.
Oh, you just used all your bars, bitch! Goddamn right. Suck it. Wrong time for you to do a hero clash, motherfucker.
I find power in restraint.
Kara, please.
By the way, you just used all your bars, bitch, is the worst trash talking I think I've ever done as a human being.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
Y'all ain't got no service.
It wasn't your fault.
I promise myself, never again.
This isn't who we are. The House of El isn't ruled by fear.
Hope isn't enough to save the world. Without me, they'd be dead.
God damn it. So I started reading Spider-Gwen today, and man, I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this comic book? And then I had to go to the Wikipedias to find out what the deal was. I mean, I dig the book, don't get me wrong, but if you didn't like follow any of the Spider-Verse stuff, holy shit. Eat crystal, motherfucker. Oh, he's all juiced up.
I can knock you down all day.
I have no idea, like, if you just walked into a comic book shop now and it had to let the poor person behind the desk explain things to you, I don't know, I mean, that would be a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, prior to the internet, I don't know how people actually wrote code prior to Stack Overflow, and I don't know how they understood comic book continuity. What's funny though is there's a comedian, Pete Hines,
I doubt it.
and he's got this routine, this bit that he does about like how we know stuff because of like Google and things, but we don't actually know anything.
I can help you.
Like we have random facts at our fingertips, but we don't know anything. I'll tell you this, and I'll finish in a second.
I think about it every day.
Then stand with me.
It's Brainiac. He's extracting the cities early.
Then we fight back. I must go to protect Kandak.
Go. We're heading to Metropolis.
What about her?
All that matters now is stopping Brainiac. But when this is over, you need to choose. You're either with me or against me.
So anyway, so he does this really good bit about there was a time when if you didn't know something, you just didn't know it. Like, and you were okay with that, and maybe it bugged you, but if you didn't know, like, where Tom Petty was born, you just didn't know where Tom Petty was born. And then he goes on with it. It's really, really good. But it's true, like, now, like, if we don't know something, we just look on our phone and go, oh yeah, now. But there's no, like... So the act of finding something out doesn't hold the same, like, value that it did before, because it's so easy just to look up things. Now, on the other hand, that makes it, you know, it's great because if you didn't know something, now there's no reason not to know it. But at the same time, when you finally learned something, it felt like it had more weight to it. Gambit, yes! That's where it is! God damn it, thank you, Mitch. I was trying to figure out what that stupid fucking headwear was, and it's Gambit, thank you. It's awful, by the way. This guy looks like a dentist. Why does Dr. Fate look like an accountant?
Let me fight back. How can there be order if Brainiac wins? Humanity breeds chaos. Brainiac is order.
Steve Buscemi's Dr. Fate.
Superman and Supergirl are almost here. The others are tackling the fleet. Shouldn't we be in Gotham?
Brainiac controls the entire fleet from that skull ship.
I got some really good tequila for my birthday, and I'm drinking some straight right now, and it is making me very hot. Not, like, sexually attractive, like, physically warm. I don't know, maybe if somebody else drank it, they'd find me sexually attractive, but that's not what I was going for.
Locking on the skull ship.
So I wore my 1960 Batman t-shirt today because Adam West passing away yesterday, and that was a bummer. That's one of the things that I don't.
5 seconds to impact.
I have still
3 seconds.
not gotten used to. Now that I've gotten older, is having the people that like meant something to me as a kid pass away. That's it's still weird.
So the harder we hit it, the harder it hits back. Kara!
Ooh, double lightning. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you always finding me hot. Right back at you. But seriously, I am burning up in here. I must be going through the change. Yeah, you know, as a kid, I watched all the Batman shows, and I don't have, like, it's not like I ever went back and watched them, but I got into Batman because I watched those shows. And I think a lot of people my age got into Batman watching those shows, and even if those shows have less to do with the current iteration of Batman than they did with the one, you know, back in the days of the Batcopter and the Bat Blender and the Bat Stethoscope. I think for a lot of people, that was how they learned about Batman and got interested in him. But honestly, for me, his impact is less for me as Batman and more as the Grey Ghost on the animated series. That is one of my all-time favorite I think Brainiac makes them into a smoothie.
The force shield concentrates its energy at your point of attack.
So for me, Adam West playing the Grey Ghost on Batman the Animated Series was something I remember more, simply because that's one of my favorite episodes. I always liked the Batman issues or vignettes that show some of Bruce's humanity. So some of the various Halloween-centric comics that Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale put out. There's one where it had to do with the Mad Hatter capturing Barbara Gordon, and then at the end you see Bruce, it's raining and he's reading Alice in Wonderland. Like, I love that, like those little pieces that kind of harken back to Bruce as a child. So that episode of the animated series with Adam West as Grey Ghost, like, man, it gets me every time. Like, I love that episode. So, as important to me as Adam West was as Batman, honestly, I think that as Grey Ghost, he was actually more. And he just seemed like a fun person. And you know, whatever. It's hard when your only interaction with people is through whatever things like seeing them on TV or hearing or reading about them or whatever. It's, you know, it's obviously very easy for you to build your own conclusions without anything to back them up. But he just seemed, you know, he seemed like a guy who had been given an opportunity, and he was grateful for it, and was willing to be grateful for it his entire life, even if it meant that it cast him in a particular light, and he may not ever get away from that. And I think it would be easy to be bitter that was the thing that people always knew you for, even if you were capable of doing more. Or you could embrace it and say, hey, I touched a lot of lives, I made an impression on people because of this, so I'm gonna just embrace it.
I couldn't find his body. Can't hear his heartbeat. I was supposed to protect him. From this. From you. And now he's gone. I'm sure that's the best news you've heard all day.
I'll miss him too.
You mean that?
He was a good friend once. I trusted him with my life. But the Joker got to him, and I wasn't there to stop it. I lost my friend Clark, and I've missed him ever since.
Are we really supposed to believe that Superman's dead?
Atlantis?
Gone. I didn't listen. Now, we all die together.
No one's giving up yet. Anyone here from Beetle or Firestorm?
This is your fault, Bruce. Cal and I would have beaten Brainiac. You should have followed our lead.
Stop it, Diana! Millions of people are trapped on that ship. We have to save them.
Not with him.
Such discord. No wonder humans have yet to expand their civilization beyond the confines of this tiny planet.
Did you call in just to gloat?
My betas are taking position all across your planet. In 1 hour, they will explode in unison, burning the Earth's atmosphere, rendering this world a barren moon. Unless you surrender Clara Zor-El. She is Krypton's sole survivor, and my last opportunity to study the effect of a yellow sun on Kryptonian cells. Surrender her, and I will spare this world.
Even if I thought you'd honor that deal, we wouldn't take it.
You have 1 hour to reconsider.
Thanks for giving the new girl a chance, but... maybe I should go.
No. We'll find a way to take down Brainiac's shields. We have to.
We could try shorting him out, but we'd need to generate an insane amount of power.
Perhaps science is not the answer.
So he might be vulnerable to a magic-based attack.
I can drive the immense magical power from the Rock of Eternity through the gateway in Kahndaq, but I need an artifact, a medium to channel it. Something that can withstand the power.
How about the Trident of Atlantis?
Yes, that could work.
We get the shields down, then what? Cyborg said Brainiac controls the ship with his thoughts.
But I did cut him off from Brother Eye. It's possible I could make a signal disruptor that blocks his neural network. If you get Brainiac's shields down, we can disarm those beta bombs.
Then that's our plan. Aquaman, Adam, get to Kahndaq.
I saw that someone had tweeted that for Adam West's funeral, everybody who's ever played Batman should show up, should attend, same as, you know, for presidents, when a past president passes away, anyone who's held the office goes. And I thought that was such a great idea. I mean, obviously, I don't know how the family of Adam West would feel about that, but just this notion of all of, you know, actors, voice actors, and you know, traditional actors who played the part showing up to pay respects to the guy who started it all. I thought, man, that would be fantastic.
Black Adam has revealed Kahndaq's power and its location. The Society will obtain a sample of the Rock of Eternity for me. I wish to study Earth's so-called magic.
The Society is disbanded. They thought Earth would be theirs to conquer, not yours to destroy.
And you, Grodd?
Earth can go to hell. I serve Brainiac.
As you should. I will give you new soldiers. Bring me that sample before the Earth is destroyed.
Yeah, he might.
Loyalty will
he
be
might.
rewarded.
But maybe not. I don't know. Val Kilmer's one of those guys that I don't. You wonder how much of his prickly nature is just a result of him not acting the way people expect him to act, or how much is actually, you know, him just genuinely being somewhat prickly. I mean, that Reddit AMA that he did, he seemed like a pretty appreciative, cool guy.
An extractor ship is on its way.
But, you know.
Kahndaq will be Brainiac's.
Well, we haven't played as Aquaman yet. Well, I guess we haven't played as Black Adam either.
Pawns can achieve great victories if you're willing to sacrifice them.
More importantly, though, I want to see Aquaman. I want to see his ultimate. That's assuming, though, that I actually get to. This Black Canary's kicking my ass. Not sure how much use the water guy is going to be out in the desert, but...
The seas conspire against you.
And we're in the ocean. Oh, that's right. No, I saw this one. No, I didn't.
Feel the ocean's power.
Not sure what that... Oh, he punched the Rock of Eternity.
I'll cripple you for life.
We've yet to plumb the depths.
Well, I don't have any bars. She's got all the bars. I actually like that mechanic. The fact that you could, you know, temporarily give up some of your progress towards a super to win those clash battles. I just wish I had a better understanding of when they actually happen. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for Val Kilmer is one of those things where there's certain things that I think I would have a much harder time getting over in terms of my enjoyment of their work. If Val Kilmer just is not, you know,
The last of mankind's monarchs.
assuming what people have said about him is true, if he's just an asshole, I don't care about that. But this is where I think learning about stars can, in fact, impact how you feel about their work. So, in some ways, I want to keep enjoying Heat and Tombstone and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So, the less I know about Val Kilmer, the better.
My fill of God's charade. Your hubris will be your undoing.
It isn't hubris when one is truly exceptional.
That was it? Why didn't he do his thing? I'm assuming some of these supers maybe just have to connect with them in a certain way.
Man, I chunked that one.
This surprises you.
Yeah, well, it's not so much. I mean, obviously, like, meeting celebrities, if I met a celebrity out in the street and I asked them for a photo and they didn't want to do it, you know, I think on the one hand, you'd be like, I would try not to feel too entitled in terms of what I expected from them, because at the end of the day, they are a person. And I know, like, I sometimes feel incredibly antisocial, and I can't imagine what it must be like to live in the public eye and have people expect that of you. But I mean, like, if somebody, like, when Mel Gibson turned out he was, like, seriously anti-Semitic and then somewhat seemingly unhinged, you know, that did make it harder for me to enjoy his movies. When Tom Cruise was jumping on couches, I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know. Which is not to say that Scientology isn't awful, but... You know, but whatever. Plenty of people following various religions have done awful things, so if I'm going to give a pass to them, I need to give a pass to Scientologists as well.
We thought you were dead.
The Scarab's hard to kill. Batman told me you guys needed a hand. Consider me your sidekick.
See, James O'Barr, I mean, my understanding, yeah, I mean, if you have a personal interaction with a celebrity, and I don't know if I'd consider James O'Barr a celebrity, and they are just a complete raging asshole, I totally can understand why you might not like their stuff anymore. Like, that's different, because you had that interaction with them. But if you know, depending on kind of what's going on,
exactly?
you know, if you, I'm sure every single celebrity that's out there probably had an interaction with a fan in which they didn't act as their best self. So if you discounted the work of people simply because of that, there'd be very few people whose work you actually could enjoy. But that's different, I think, than if you had a personal interaction with someone and they turned out to be a dickhead.
A sleeper agent.
Like, I had a personal interaction with Jeff Dunham, the Jeff Dunham in Peanut, and aside from I finding him completely unfunny, he's a raging dickhead. And I don't care how good his act was, or if people said a Netflix special was good, I would never watch it because I think the guy's a prick.
And make its powers my own.
I think, too, it has to do, to a certain degree, with how important their work is. Like, getting to Tom Savini, like, I don't know. I care a hell of a lot more about what Tom Savini has done than I do James O'Barr. I mean, I like The Crow, don't get me wrong, but there's just no question. So I think sometimes maybe their importance to you plays somewhat of a role of what you're willing to forgive. But not necessarily. I mean, to a point, though. I mean, I think that too. It depends. Like, if you're somebody who's at a convention and you're being an asshole to people, there's no excuse for that, because you knew going into that convention that people were going to be taking up your time and they were going to be asking things of you. And I mean, obviously, outside of your appearances and stuff, I think it's okay to put some boundaries on it. But if just for whatever reason being at a convention drains you, and then it makes you act like a dick, then maybe don't go to conventions. But, you know, I don't know. It's tough. I'm not one of the people that thinks that just because a celebrity decided to be a celebrity, that the general public can claim ownership over their time every second of the day. But I do think that, to a certain degree, you've got to be mindful of the fact that there are people who enjoy your work, and, you know, there's got to be a balance that you could strike. We're gonna do Black Adam.
You would have been a valuable contributor to my society.
My knee bends to
No E3 hype. I mean, I missed the Microsoft press corps, the EA one. I was like, hey, Battlefront, I know the guy who co-wrote that story slept on my floor at E3. He's a really cool guy, and I like Star Wars, so as long as the single-player campaign ends up being good, I'll totally play that, and then Mitch and I can get shot in the face. Like, that's a game I would buy on the Xbox, just so that those of us who normally play Overwatch can play together. But other than that, I haven't seen any of the Xbox stuff. Obviously Sony's tomorrow night, and I tend to care more about Sony stuff than I do Microsoft at the moment. Uh-oh. Ow. 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 Ow.
It's not too late to be allies.
Not while I breathe.
2 versus 1, motherfucker. Boom! Actually, as much as I hate this costume, Black Adam is kind of fun to play.
Your punishment.
Stupid humans.
It does seem like
Atlantis demand justice.
that Grodd just has halitosis.
Brainiac. I've seen his mind, felt his power. He can't be stopped.
But you can.
No, don't kill him. Oh! What? No! That's not right.
How's your head?
Well, Mitch, I hope you were able to have a good time.
So not
even
much
if the
has
beach is
changed.
a barren hellscape
Arrow, out of the
for
way.
you. What the fuck is happening? That's right. Planet of the Apes starts with Aquaman killing Gorilla Grodd. With Andy Serkis as Grodd. Did you just say huzzah? Meanwhile, back at Batman's aeroplane.
Cyborg, where's that signal disruptor?
Coming at you. All you have to do is hit the trigger, but it only jams a local area. You need to get within arm's reach of Brainiac.
Good.
Well, so a beach vacation then is out for us if we go as 2 families together. My weirdo kids and your beach hating ass.
They did it! Shields are down!
Supergirl, on me. Victor, help the others fight those betas.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought Cyborg's voice sounded familiar. Okay, so yeah, Ezekiel. Most of the, aside from Kevin Conroy, I haven't really recognized anybody's voice, but I recognized his. So thank you for that, Autistic. Yeah, I like... He's one of the few bright spots in the last season of Walking Dead, is I just liked Ezekiel, this guy who's just like, hey, I did community theater, people need somebody to look up to. So I thought, why not be a king with a tiger?
This way. What is it?
Voices. Billions of them. languages. The Kryptonians. Kandor. Argo City. Home. We have to help them.
I'm not sure we can.
There has to be a way.
Until recently, I had thought my collection of Krypton to be complete. Your capture will make it so. You have failed in every effort to oppose me. You are not exceptional. Merely an ordinary specimen of a primitive species. Dispose of him.
He's like, oh yeah? I got this thing. Ooh, he's gonna scorpion his ass. Get over here! Told you Superman wasn't dead. Like we were supposed to believe that. Come on, son. I thought so too, when Kara was doing all her I-beam stuff, I thought they were going to show Batman completely obliterated.
Where's Kara?
Captured, somewhere on board. We'll find her. But we only have 20 minutes before Brainiac's betas scorch the Earth.
Why aren't the others here?
They're attacking the betas, just in case we don't pull through.
We will.
World's finest. Very nice.
Firestorm, what happened to you?
Brainiac unified our dueling minds. No longer divided. We think as one.
He's your walking bomb. How do we get past him?
Fine, Swamp Thing. Really?
Swamp Thing too?
Brainiac has unlocked the Green's power. He has mastered the Firestorm Matrix. All knowledge will be subsumed under his collection.
Well, I haven't played as Superman yet.
I've heard enough about Brainiac and his collection. You talked a big game back at my cell. Let's see how you stack up.
Your immense power is finite. The Firestorm Matrix has no limits.
I like that. These are like cities, and I just picked one up and threw it at... I just committed genocide by throwing a globe at Firestorm's head. Well, that could have gone worse.
just found your limit.
I'm not sure Batman should be able to beat Swamp Thing. Call me crazy.
You have a plan?
It's a work in progress. I might be able to restore them.
That's new.
Brainiac's adapting.
Alright.
Can help him.
Last fight.
Swamp Thing, hear me. Your power's being used against you. Against the Green.
Brainiac is now the Green's protector. It will live forever, preserved in his collection.
Okay.
Don't waste my time.
That's gonna hurt. Ow. Wasn't sure I'd be able to actually pull off that ultimate. Yay! We did it.
Now let's get you free.
Those things are creepy. Where does he get the skulls to make his sentinels? Hey, I'm gonna use my
It should disrupt their link.
anti-brainiac dildo.
Firestorm's brain patterns are changing. I can't read what's happening to Swamp Thing.
Jason, Professor Stein.
Yeah.
Wow, it's quite the bulge on Firestorm.
We're both here.
Was that his arm?
Brainiac added a third mind to your head.
Like we needed that.
What is this place?
Tomorrow night I have dance class, so tomorrow night is a class night for me. So we'll be back Tuesday.
Help fighting Brainiac's suicide betas.
Sounds like a job for Firestorm. Good luck.
And then the current plan is, once Injustice 2 is finished, is to stream Victor Vran Overkill Edition.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Been looking forward to that one for quite a while now.
The ship's walls are lined with lead.
Oh shit, Steve Buscemi. Oh, I like his Dr. Fate knee pads.
Bruce Wayne of Earth, Kal-El of Krypton. Your battles echo across the universe. Your war has had consequences neither of you could foresee. The chaos you spread is a cancer upon the cosmos. Only Brainiac can establish order.
I don't know who does Victor Vrand's voice. I just know that it seemed like a pretty cool... I remember reading Tom's review about, you know, how your equipment is what gives you your abilities and stuff, so kind of different from a typical isometric action RPG. I mean, I don't really care about the... This includes the expansion pack that has, like, all the Motorhead stuff, which I'm not a Motorhead fan, so that stuff's kind of lost on me. But I love a good 3D isometric action RPG. Alright, so that's going to be it for me. Hope everybody has a great rest of their Sunday night. Fantastic Monday. Make sure to, you know, catch up on all your pre-E3 hype. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Good time as always. And we hope to see you again here on Tuesday. So have a great couple days. Thanks again. Good night. And we'll see you soon.